Hello everyone, it's me, Daniel, and welcome to another video. In this video, you could say is a change of pace from my recent streak of videos, in which we make a lot of different realistic things, like realistic scenery, realistic dinosaurs, even realistic midlife crises. Now all of them have been good, all of them have been great. But in the words of current Disney's CEO Robert Iger, what's a movie without its remake? And so, I'm here to remake one of my best videos yet, the jungle creation video.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
When Disney goes along and bodges out another one of their money-making cash cow remakes, they like taking their good-looking, cartoony, yet fun animated features into bizarre, realistic amalgamations that look like they want to be put out of their misery. But the jungle I made is already realistic, and what's the point of a remake if you're remaking the movie exactly as it was? At least the Disney movies didn't make that mistake. So I'll be making a cartoon jungle, making the stylings so that they align with my own cartoon 3D style. So it's, well, this. In a tasteful way, I promise you. And like with Igor, I start by making a drawing of the subject I'm about to make. This step is extra important because the models need to be virtually identical to the drawings, so they have to look good. And here it is. I think it turned out okay. Remember that I'm making a South American forest, so I took direct inspiration from my hometown supply of jungles. Oh, and I live in Brazil, by the way. Fun fact about that forest video, I did not make a single asset myself, so all the ferns, saplings, trees, and textures I collected from the web. So for this video, I'll be making all the assets myself. Oh god, what have I gotten myself into? I'll just have to go with the pain. It's only 2 plants in and I'm already feeling my sanity flake away. So I guess I should explain how I made all the plants in a general way. So, it was, how do you say it? Damn it, boss, you're not doing it right. What? It takes a jungle animal to explain how it's made. That's right, Michael's in the house. But what? But this is my show! I'm the presenter! Yeah, but you're doing a shit job at presenting. Oi, no rude words. My budget can't cover for any more bleeps. Listen, I see that you don't want to do this video, so how about you hand it to me while you take a nap? Deal. Alright, now with that out of the way, now we can talk about my boss's method of making his cartoon plants. So he starts by making the stalk, following his drawing precisely, then flying it out to make the 3-dimensional shape. Then he makes the planes that it will one day contain the textures that he made in Photoshop. Then, following his reference drawing, he makes appropriate textures to really sell the cartoon effect of these plants. Then, he aligns the UV maps of the planes with the textures for the planes to look the part. Then he tinted the plants appropriate colors and even made the undersides of the plants a single color to add a cool stylistic effect to the whole thing. That was just one way. Every plant had his own method. Like, the grass was just a plane, the fern was simple enough, and the ground foliage was purely made in Blender. It was that simple. Right, so now my narration check has expired. I'll wake your official presenter. Ah! Hey Dan, finish the video. Okay. Man, that was a nice nap. This part. Okay. Now that we've made our plants, now we need a tree. I mean, what's a jungle without any trees? Am I right? But after this experience, I may need to take a break from making plants, cause this was exhausting. I started by generating procedurally a leafless tree with a free add-on that comes with Blender to save me sanity. Then, I used the wood texture that I already made to save even more sanity. And now the leaves. The leaves on the tree were especially hard, because I didn't know how to go about making it. I didn't want to make individual leaves and cover the tree with a particle system, so I started modeling all the while thinking of what to do. And then it hit me. What if I reuse my sapling branch textures to make up the volume of the cartoon tree? That'll save me some time, effort, and I'll end up with something really cool looking. Just got to make it is all. Well, that was a hellish experience, but at least I made a really cool looking tree.
Just don't make me ever do it again.
However, we're not done here. We still need to make the vines, which, like the grass, I'll make them as literal planes, then hope that nobody notices that both the grass and the vines are just 2D textures I made in Photoshop. And it's just a case of sticking them onto the tree, and we're done. Right, so let us make this scene. We need an actual jungle here, and I don't want to replicate the one I made in my other video. That will be lazy. So I'm making something simpler. A head shot of a forest continuing on to the distance. Since I like simplifying things and labeling it as stylization, I'm just gonna make the forest in the distance be an illusion, brought by compositing magic. I'm serious, if any of you don't know how to use the extra view planes and the scene functions, you guys need to look it up, because without it, this would have been impossible. So I grabbed the tree, stuck them onto the background, and tinted them a blue-green to give off the effect that it continues on, kinda like how this image feels. And I've just noticed something. Mike, where's the footage?
Don't look at me! It was your ass who didn't notice that you weren't recording.
I guess that's fair enough. So I guess you guys are gonna have to take my word for it. Here's the final result and how it looks. I think I nailed the look, kinda. Put it down in the comments if you liked it or not. And Mike, since you helped me so very much, you get to be the first one to explore the forest.
Oh, hell yeah! So long, suckers. I've got a date with a mango tree to attend to.
Little does he know that I've set some camera traps, so we'll see him explore the forest and see how he interacts with them. Lovely stuff. I feel happy about this because aside from the absolute pain that was making the tree, the setup and how quickly I made this was really satisfying. So that's it. Make sure that you like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my slowly growing channel, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye!